Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Hello, world. I'm interviewing rock star Jimmy Swagg.
What's good?
I'm ready. I'm excited.
Okay.
So let's do this. Okay. Where did Jimmy Swagg come from?
Man, I was just asked this the other day. About 2 years ago,
Okay.
when I was writing for all this new project, I have a religious Christian background.
Okay.
And so I always wanted to write a song that not necessarily made fun of religion, but kind of highlighted it in my perspective, right? But it just never turned out. I felt like sometimes it got too cheesy or maybe a little too much.
Mhm.
There's this big televangelist in the 80s, right? And for some reason that popped in my head. And I'm like, oh, that sounds like, that story's kind of interesting. And so
Okay.
I'm like, I wrote about it. I actually have a song, and I called it Jimmy Swagg, because the name of the guy is Jimmy Swaggart, right? So he's a big, he's a big famous televangelist,
Yeah.
and he got caught with a hooker various times.
Jeez, the irony, man. The
Right.
irony.
The irony. And so I wrote about it, and then it kind of, after that, some of my friends just started calling me that, and
Jimmy
then,
Swagg.
yeah, and so I was like, that's kind of cool. It just made sense, and it fit the persona. It was kind of just organically floating, but that's where it stemmed from. Yeah, that song.
Who are some of your biggest inspirations for your music?
Most times it's just gonna be who you're exposed to first, right? That impacts you. So for me personally, it's Michael Jackson. I'm very heavily influenced by him. All of it, not just the music, the showmanship, the dancing, all of that. It looked like so much fun.
Did you grow up with that?
I did and I didn't. Again, coming from a religious strict background,
Oh,
we
okay.
weren't supposed to listen to that.
Really?
Yeah, so
That strict?
yeah.
You couldn't even listen to MJ? Like,
No, but I
Wow.
still did it though. Guns N' Roses for sure.
okay.
Slash for sure. That's the reason I picked up a guitar, was because of Slash.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Metallica.
Have you ever had like long hair like that? Like Slash?
Not like that. I mean, his is super curly. Mine used to be curly. I don't know what happened. I think because maybe the all the dyeing and shit. I don't know. But I have had it long. I don't think you've seen me. I think I cut it a year ago.
Okay.
I let it grow for like 5 years, so it was long.
Wow.
It's like longer than yours.
Oh yeah, no. This is long for me. I'm like always sporting a short haircut. What events in your life opened the opportunity to become a musician?
I have to start with church. That's where I started. I always wanted to perform, I think, but I just didn't know what version. But I craved a stage and musically, right?
Yeah.
My dream at the time was only to be able to play with the Sunday night crew at the church, because that's when the best musicians played and all
Yeah.
that. When something, I guess, is meant to be, because that's really all I did. I just thought it was a hobby. And even when I first started my first band, rock band, it was way, way later, because there just wasn't a scene
Yeah.
in Waco to
Yeah.
do any of that. I was still known kind of like within the churches and Christian stuff. So a lot of the stuff we were getting hit up to do was still church related, so like
Okay.
youth group events or things like that. Yeah, soon after that, I think we got a little too wild for those things.
I used to
Yeah.
go to youth group stuff,
Yeah.
like at a Christian church I used to go to in my childhood. Like
Yeah.
I used to do that, and I used to see these performers and they'd sing Christian rock, and I was
Yeah.
like, this is not what I'm used to. What would you say your messages in your music would be?
Honestly, I used to think that way before. And I think up until this year, that changed for me. Because now, what's my message? What I feel. My message is what I feel. And I think that everyone feels the same things. You feel anger. You feel heartbreak. You feel loss. Instead of trying to say, I'm going to write something to deliver a message, or who knows, that might change down the road, or political. I'm not that at all. What's really resonated for me right now is I just feel like I've gone through a lot of things, and I just want to speak it and voice it. And so my message is just that, the purity of expressing yourself, whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
So for me, like I said, it's all of it. It's good times, bad times, light times, dark times.
With each show, you come up here and you see all these people, like all the people that come to see you and perform. How would you say you get ready to get out here and perform?
It's everything before that day. You know, it's all the things that we're doing or I'm doing before every day. The rehearsals as a band, mentally going over everything. I mean, everything is with a purpose. For me personally, I want to be the best at it.
Yeah.
You know, and so I won't just wing it. So that for me that means preparing every day, practicing every day, writing every day.
Yeah.
And then that way when it's time to perform, by that point, like, it's just fun at that point. Yeah.
Would you say like it's a type of therapy?
It's kind of crazy if you really think about it, right? Like you're it's like a own self kind of imposed therapy that you're just happening to do it in front of people or strangers, you know?
Yeah.
But I just find that exhilarating because I feel like I am every performance. It's like I'm staring at myself. Music or anything, if you can just put your ego and yourself aside and allow for your art or whatever that is to you to flow, man, I think that's when you feel most fulfilled. So me performing, like the last one we did, I told the guys, I'm like, I'm going in hard right away. I felt like I wanted to be better that performance, and so it's just losing your inhibition of saying fuck it, you know.
Would you say that every performance gets better as you evolve?
Yeah, definitely. Every performance, I feel myself evolving and growing, and even with the guys, like the band, this is, like I said, real brand new, and so getting to know each other and feeling that confidence with each other, and the way we've gotten to, the way they are does help me to just strip down, and they've even told me, you know, like, this is your stage, metaphorical and physically, you know.
Absolutely.
Like, do whatever the fuck you want. You know?
Would you say that you're religious now, or?
I would say spiritual. I don't think, no, yeah, I wouldn't say religious. For me, what's giving me peace is that is faith, that belief, like, and not in a religious sense.
Faith in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want my music to be accessible to as many people as possible.
Right.
You know?
To reach everyone.
Yeah.
You have these lights on you. You're the center of attention. Like, in a way, like, there's music obviously, but you're here on the mic. You're this character. You know. You bring yourself to the table. This is your character. Right here on a stage. You know. And you have all these people supporting you. When you see it, you know, it's a different feeling. Would you say like it's an ethereal feeling? When I perform live, it's like everything vanishes, right? Like I just feel free. I feel, I can feel that, like almost that invisible thing in that moment. And so, rehearsing prior, that way I don't have to necessarily be thinking about I need to do this or that, but instead now, like, I make room for whatever it is that needs to happen. Are you more of like go with the flow, or you're just floor it, like I'm gonna dive into this? Or I think there's a balance for me. Yeah. I think it's both. It's saying floor it, but why? Why am I flooring it? Right. Am I flooring it really because I'm being honest and genuine, or am I forcing it? Right. So I think it's a balance for me for both. I feel I get those vibes like you are a good person, but there's a rebellion. Yeah, like there's something stirring inside that you just want to shout at the mountaintops. Yeah. You know, I feel that freedom when I perform, to just sometimes I do want to get physical, you know. Yeah, so rock is one of those genres where you really feel like anger, passion from the music. Like it's really, is that why you went into rock, or? Man, I don't know. I again, maybe it was just because of that's what first influenced me when I was a kid. Right. You know, besides Michael Jackson, me coming up, that's just what I was exposed to first. Bands like Metallica, bands like Guns N' Roses, bands like Nirvana. Oh yeah. So it just and it clicked with me. You know, I do love, my friends that really know me know I do love music. Like I listen to all sorts of genres and I enjoy all of it. But at the core and who I am and what I like to be in practice, I like rock. I love that rebellion, that sense of anger sometimes, or even like on the sadness of it, the just
All of it. I feel like it resonates with me, and I feel like that attitude is what I feel is genuine to me.
I wanna talk about your image real quick, because I saw the costume on Halloween. That was sick.
Yeah.
The hair, the tattoos, they're sick, by the way.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. But like, yeah, like what's behind it?
I think you hit it earlier, right? That rebellion. That's always been, and because I always felt like that dream. I've always had that dream, man. I wanted to perform. I wanted to express myself, and I felt like there were so many rules around me that for me not to be able to do that, when I was given the opportunity to do so growing up, I just, and even so, it came slowly, you know. It came out of my shell.
Things do, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't, no one's born like out of their shell, like totally ready to take on the world.
You know, it's a lot like my mom, you know.
She was an influence in your life.
Yeah, for sure. Big influence in my life, musically even, you know. So
that's cool.
I think all of that I do is because I think it's fun. I think it's dope, and I feel like it's what I want to do, you know.
Yeah.
So even my dad used to tell me, like, if you ever want to do something, don't do it because someone else is doing it. It's like, if you really feel to do it, it's because you want to do it, you know. And if you do that's what resonates with others. You know, and they'll know if this guy's a fucking poser or what the fuck, you know.
He's a total spaz.
Yeah, or you know, as opposed to someone just genuinely wanting to express themselves that way.
Does making music, performing, all this stuff make your soul glow in a way?
In every way. Every way, yeah. Like if I could record or perform every day, like, I mean, that's the goal. That's what we're doing. But that's why I work on this stuff every day. Both because I want to get better, you know, and I want to continue to grow.
Of course.
And on the other hand, because, man, I love
doing
it.
Yeah, period.
Yeah,
that's all you can say. Like, I love doing something.
Yeah.
For me, at least, it's like, it's talking to people. It's exchanging ideas. It's communication. Lead singer of Jimmy Swagg and the Gates.
First interview, by the way, with new rock journalists here, so I am honored. What's good, rockers? Thank you for watching my video. Remember to hit that subscribe button, comment, subscribe.